of my 12,000 colleagues worldwide at Dow Corning to all of the students graduating today. My company, which is headquartered just a few minutes up the road, currently employs more than 300 proud Cardinals, so I'm well aware of the fine education you received at SVSU. I'd be remiss if I didn't also graduate the parents, families, spouses, and friends of the graduates. Everyone in this room played a critical role in these students' accomplishments, and all of you deserve congratulations as well. But let me be honest. I know what most of you are thinking, and maybe even tweeting. You're thinking, great, here comes some stuffy, stodgy CEO type to tell me a bunch of endless cliches about how this is just the beginning of my education and life, blah, 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 blah. When does the party start? Soon. And in some respects, you're right. But don't worry, I'll only talk for a couple of hours. Seriously though, I want to talk today about something that in some respects may seem cliched, yet it is something I'm very passionate about. It's about having your eyes and mind open to doors of opportunity. You see, the key to success, no matter how you measure success, is how you respond when presented with these doors of opportunity. At some point in time, you made the decision to extend your education and enrolled at SVSU. That decision, a very difficult one for many, opened a door to new knowledge, new relationships, and new opportunities. And today, after receiving your diploma, you're going to walk out of the doors of this building and into a world full of new doors. Some of these doors will be wide open, requiring little thought or effort to pass through. Some will be locked and require your hard work, passion, and ingenuity, and sometimes tears and sweat to open. All of them will open you to a new world of opportunity and challenge. For many of you graduating today, just getting to college required you to find, open, in many cases, kick down a maze of hurdles en route to your goal. While preparing my thoughts for this speech, I asked the university for a story or two of students that overcame these hurdles. I found out about one of your classmates, Liz Aiken, who graduates today with a degree in sociology. Liz's journey towards graduation began 20 years ago when she initially enrolled in college. For Liz, the opportunities, challenges, and realities of life may have delayed her progress towards her goal of graduation, but her tenacity and inner strength kept her focused on opening that next door of opportunity. And what caught my eye about Liz's story is that not only can she be proud of what she's accomplished, which is a lot, but she can share her story and her values with the next generation. You see, for quite some time, in addition to caring for her husband, her daughter, her son, and working on her SVSU degree, she also worked at Teen Parent Services, providing care to kids of all ages from, get this, 11 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. That's amazing. I don't know how you do it, Liz, but I think I speak for everyone in the room when I say congratulations and thank you. During a recent event at my alma mater, Valparaiso University, I was asked what I learned in college that helped me in my life as a husband, father, businessman, outdoorsman, I guess a general citizen. Two things immediately came to mind. First, to be successful in whatever role you're in, we need to be open to new ideas, new ways of working, new people, new cultures. Ultimately, we need to keep the doors of learning open. I'm sure your professors have talked to you about being lifelong learners. See, I told you I'd hit you with a cliche or two. But it is true that those that keep the label of student their entire life are most likely to meet their goals. The second thing my collegiate experience taught me was that at the end of the day, doors of opportunity are presented by people and relationships. Everyone you meet can lead you to new ideas and open up new doors of opportunity. But for these relationships to be fruitful, you have to nourish and develop them. And these relationships can come from anywhere. It could be your college friends, your professors, family, co-workers, or even the pizza delivery guy, who incidentally probably played football at Grand Valley State. So you never know who will hold the key to the next door of opportunity. I'd like to share with you how these principles have helped me in my career. It was a little over 30 years ago, right out of college, I joined Dow Corning as a staff accountant at one of our manufacturing facilities here in Michigan. Accountants in those days were expected to wear ties. Yeah, and I know, pocket protectors too. And stay within the front office. There was no fraternizing with the plant guys. But because I understood the importance of learning about new ideas and creating relationships, I ventured outside of the pocket protector gang in accounting and started developing relationships with engineers, manufacturing professionals, and union reps at the site. Of course, after they made fun of my tie and pocket full of pencils, which I quickly shed from my wardrobe, I realized there was a whole world of technology and engineering that truly intrigued me. And I could clearly see a possible new door of opportunity for me. The big accounting boss at the time thought I was crazy. In fact, about a year into my job, he told me that I should start acting like an accountant or my career would be limited. Luckily, I was smart enough to ignore that advice and continue to build a set of relationships across a diverse set of people, just like I learned in college. 6 months after the big boss told me my career would be limited, one of our largest facilities in Kentucky had the need for a manufacturing controller, which was a huge promotion for me. I was recommended for the job by some of the people I had developed these new relationships with out in the plant. Because of my willingness to be open to new ideas, people, and challenges, I was quickly moving forward on my career goals. And on a side note, that big boss that told me my career would be limited, yeah, not sure what ever happened to that guy. A few years later in my career, I was presented with the opportunity to work in São Paulo, Brazil. Now, I want you to understand this. Here I am with a wife, a 4-year-old daughter, 2-year-old son, new house, white picket fence, dog, the whole thing. And they want me to move to Brazil. Brazil, we're talking about jungles, piranhas, weird food, all sorts of crazy things, right? And I don't even know how to speak Pig Latin, let alone Portuguese. I had every reason in the world not to walk through that open door. Everyone, and I mean everyone, would understand. Even the people that talked to me about the opportunity almost excused me up front if I didn't go. But to me, if I didn't go, I knew I'd be turning away from a multitude of new doors and opportunities for me and my family. You see, it wasn't about the job in Brazil. It was about the opportunities that might come from the new people and the new culture we'd have a chance to interact with. Now, don't let me fool you. Opening some doors is very difficult, and it helps to keep that student label if you're going to succeed. Before heading to Brazil, Kathy and I were sent to Cincinnati for some intensive language training. During my first day of training, they put me in a small room that looked like the FBI or the CIA was about to enter and start asking me questions. Eventually, a woman comes in, sits down in the room, and promptly said, "Bom dia." I gave her the whatever look, and then she proceeded to repeat it over and over and over again. Then she started saying, "Que oração." Finally, I told her, "Look, lady, I don't have a clue what you're saying, and I do not care. I've never felt so dumb in my life." Well, apparently she didn't care either, because for the next 5 days, she spoke nothing but Portuguese to me. And I guess at some point in time, I must have remembered the importance of learning new things. And it became clear that sometimes you need keys to open new doors of opportunity. And in my case, this language training was one of those keys. Having my eyes open to new and unconventional ideas and building relationships with new and different people have helped me become CEO of a fine organization. I can now say I would not be CEO today if I had not had the courage to walk through the door of opportunity to Brazil. One of my greatest frustrations as CEO is that fewer and fewer people seem to be willing to take risks and sacrifice to go through open doors outside of their comfort zone. And I've heard this from leaders of other organizations as well. This is why I was so proud to hear about one of today's graduates, Bradley Mazur. Bradley entered college with the idea that he wanted to be a math or physics teacher. As he neared graduation, however, he started to doubt whether he wanted to teach. With his skills and knowledge, he knew he could easily go into engineering, where he'd probably make more money and not have to deal with the challenges of kids, principals, and the like. While Bradley wanted to keep his options open, he decided to try his hand at student teaching. And as he walked through that door of opportunity that student teaching offered, he realized that teaching was exactly what he wanted to do. He loved working with kids and began to really understand the importance of education to these students. 12 weeks into his student teaching assignment, he got a phone call asking him to start teaching at a new tech school in Pinckney, Michigan. These schools are brand new here in the state, designed to better prepare Michigan students for the 21st century jobs, many which require significant math, science, and technology skills. The classrooms are run more like a business than a school, and many wouldn't be willing to teach in such a different atmosphere. But it takes a certain kind of person, like Bradley, who is willing to open that door of opportunity, despite the risks, to help not only him, but his students succeed. It doesn't matter what your goals are. Some of you are seeking career growth. Some of you want to change the world, make it a better place with your special talents and skills. Some of you are looking to be better parents and role models. No matter what your goals are, the best way to achieve them is to have your eyes open to the doors of opportunity and learning. You walked through an important door of opportunity when you enrolled here at SVSU. And because of your hard work and persistence, you're now graduating, hopefully opening up a number of new doors for you. We do live in a volatile world. It's difficult, constantly changing. What you learn today may be totally obsolete and archaic tomorrow. It's oftentimes easier to close the doors around you and remain in the safe confines of today. But success, growth, and fulfillment are destinations that can only be found by having the courage to walk through those new doors. It's difficult to do this alone. The friends and family who are with you here celebrating today, they're going to continue to play an important role as you navigate this complex world. I can tell you without a doubt that if I didn't marry an adventuresome spouse, I would not have had the courage to do all the things and go all the places I've gone. Thank you again for this opportunity to celebrate this wonderful accomplishment with you and your family and friends. Be proud of this moment and be prepared for what's next. Thank you, and God bless.